Oh. Had to, oh. Ah, my phone's not on me because I have it here for something else. We won't worry about that for a minute. There's what I needed. Good. I got Stanley working. I mean, yeah, it's installed. It's good. Work. Hey, Rock. See, you're in a game of RimWorld. Are you winning, son? Oh, you were. You're not anymore. Hey, copy. Got all my, Oh, I almost ran into that trap, Rock. The very first AC unit I ever put, I almost did that exact same thing. Judge Judy Slayer followed me. Thank you. Judge Judy Slayer, does that mean you hate Judge Judy? Or you enjoy Judge Judy? But thank you either way. Yeah, I'm doing well. We just got back. We went camping this weekend. And it was really good. We made the most of it. It rained most of Saturday and the tail end of Sunday when we were coming back. But we were pretty prepared. I had a tarp and a rain fly. I didn't end up using the tarp. There's a few things actually that we didn't end up using that I gotta return. It's just kind of sitting there unopened. But, yeah, we went and saw a waterfall on Sunday. About a kilometer hike. And, Annika's got all the pictures. She's got a bunch of, good pictures. So, hey, Monty! What's up? Gonna be lurking? Okay. Well, thank you. You've just passed 2 years of supporting me. Appreciate it. Also, your color just changed very slightly. It was like a deep blue, and then it was like a more purpley light blue when you said I'll be lurking, but either way. Have a good lurk. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why it only changed after the sub. OBS thing, maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, the camp trip was good. We had... the first night, we had a couple of sausages, and we brought some grapes and everything like that. Annika had her Montreal spiced, like, vegan sausages. And I had cheese-filled sausages. It was really good. We built up a small fire the first night because I didn't know how much wood we'd be using. So built up a small fire the first night and just kind of had that. Got the camp all set up. Really good. The first night, though, unfortunately, the sleeping part was not great because, as you all know, we've been coming off a 32 degree heat wave. My office was 32. Now it's 27 degrees. So, I mean, it's still hot, but it's not killer crazy. And outside is a lot cooler. Like, probably if I open the window, I might get a bit of air. So, we were coming off that and packed accordingly. And the heat wave broke the day we left. So, the first night, it was like 9 degrees out. And so I'm a little more used to it than Annika was, just because like I've done LARPing and stuff like that when it was colder than that. And the one time I forgot a blanket like an idiot, so I just started stacking shirts and pants on top of myself like a bunch of furs. But Annika did not have a good time at that temperature. Definitely. So the next day we went into Mont Tremblant, like there's like a tourist area. It's pretty renowned around the world for being like a ski spot that a lot of people love, but they also have summer activities and stuff like that. So we went over there, and because that's the town that's connected, and we found she got a Roots sweater for that night, and that made the second night a lot more bearable, and it was warmer the second night too. But we did like a gondola ride, like a sky gondola type thing, little pod that you go up, and it was way high. It was like higher than the CN Tower, but not as like, obviously not as vertical. Like it was just a meandering like hill type thing all the way up. Hey, Woo. Woo says boo. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Again, Annika's got some pictures of the scenery and everything like that. It was super good. I got a beaver tail because I love them. And they were selling them there. I'm always a sucker for a good beaver tail. So I had one of those. Hey, interface. Anyway, we went back to the campgrounds. Made a nice meal. We had burgers, and we had some chips and everything like that. A couple of apples. Yeah, just really nice. We had waffles in the morning. I also have this this device. It's called the AeroPress. It's like a French press, sort of, but it was a little more intuitive. Like it was, so you put it over your cup, and you take a filter and you like click it in to the device, place the device over your cup, and then you boil a bit of water and fill it. And then it's just got a little plunger thing that you put over top, and you just press it down until it, but there was like no coffee grinds. There was no coffee grinds as opposed to like a French press where sometimes there's a little bit. It was really good. Yeah, it's like a circus food. Copy Kitten's got it right. It's just like a fried dough base. I don't know if Americans have a, like, call it like elephant ears or things like that. I think it's got a couple different names. But yeah, it's like a fried dough base, and then they put whatever on it, right? So I always get what's called the triple trip, which is like, it's like Nutella on top of the dough base, and then peanut butter drizzle, and then Reese's Pieces scattered all over top of it. But they have like strawberry cheesecake. They have the classic, which is just like vanilla and like sprinkle. There's like an Oreo one that's got like a vanilla icing and Oreo crumbles, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's very crunchy. It's a very like fried dough. Horrible for your health probably, but they're very good. Yeah, I think the US calls them elephant ears. And maybe they go by a couple other names depending on where you are. I don't know. But yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so we did that, and then like I said, the last day it was raining. We woke up and it wasn't. So we got everything packed up, which is great that we did. We got it all. Annika and I just like motored through getting it all broken down, the campsite and stuff, because we heard it was gonna rain Sunday again, but when we woke up it wasn't. So we quickly had some coffee and then broke down the whole campsite. And I was like, oh, let's break down the site and then we can do whatever we want. So we did that. And no sooner had we been like, you know what, let's go see the waterfall. And there's 4 in this campground. We only actually got to see one of them, but there's 4. So we went to the first one, and it was a 1-kilometer hike So we hiked up, and it just started pouring rain during that hike. By the time we got to the waterfall, there was a waterfall on us for the rain. And we still got some good pictures. It was really nice. But as we were walking back, we were like, you know, maybe not do the other 3, just because if it's going to take another like 4 hours in just the soaking rain, we just had the one umbrella. So we decided to call it there, come back, get ourselves relaxed. Annika made a yummy dinner, nice curry, and we just hung out in our dry bed. So it was really good. Hey, Aculus! Best show in the house. You say that to all the streamers you go watch? Do you? But yeah, it was just me? Oh, damn. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't even so much that it was raining. It was just that we had the one umbrella, so we couldn't, like, somebody's shoulder, you know, like you're huddled together under the one umbrella, but, like, the outer edges get wet because you can't both, you know? And then it was just getting really muddy, and we were like, well, if we've got to do this 3 more times, we're gonna be soaked and everything, right? So, and probably cold. So yeah, we just, packed it in, and it was a good trip though. Nice little getaway. There was no signal. I had no signal on my phone at all, which kind of gives me a bit of anxiety because, like, we're all, you know, married to tech and everything like that, as well as just my IT day job stuff. I was like, oh, what if something goes wrong? But most of my businesses don't work during the weekends anyway, so I was like, it should be okay. I checked it when we went and got ice the one day. But it was nice. Just kind of not having anything. We had a couple of like YouTube videos downloaded just for at night when we were like cuddled up together. We kind of like watched a couple of videos. But other than that, yeah, we just kind of enjoyed the outdoors and good. Had it happen twice. Rock? Oh, damn. Yeah, it was a fun time. So I got home and I had a package that was delivered. And I won't really read the full note, just in case they don't want me to. But basically, Sir Dan sent a little care package of magic cards. I think I was telling you guys that Dan, here, hold on. I'm just going to do a marker just in case Dan wants to see this back. We're at like, what, 14 minutes? But, yeah, Dan messaged me. Hey, Mittens. Yeah, nerd crack indeed. Dan messaged me, and I think I was telling you guys that Dan had a highlight video on his channel of like D&D magic cards. And I was saying to him like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. And he's like, yeah, they're new, and I really want to collect them all. So I believe he bought like a pallet, not a pallet, but like a, you know, like a big. You know the booster packs you can get, but instead they come in a box and there's like, whatever, 60 booster packs per box or whatever crazy thing it is. He bought a bunch of stuff. And he was like, I want one of every D&D magic card. And so I saw he said, "Oh, if you're interested, I'll send you my highlight thing." So he had a highlight video. Had a highlight video about all of his cards, and I was going through, and I was like, "Oh, Icing Death," and like there was different D&D characters and stuff like that I recognized. Fast forward to Dan messaging me like what, a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago, and he was asking me a couple questions like, "Oh yeah, Shay, what's your favorite element?" Like all that stuff, and I told him a couple of things, and then he was like, "Hey, do you have a PO box?" I don't, by the way. I don't have a P.O. box, and I told him as much. I was like, it's like, unfortunately, the smallest P.O. box that I could actually receive, like, packages, like parcels, basically, is like $300 a year. So I just don't, like, that, I don't get that much mail from people. But I said, I don't mind giving something out if it, like, you're obviously a member of the community. You're not, you're not some random person who came in and is acting weird or anything like that. So I was like, yeah, heck yeah, man. Like, if you want to send something up. So he sent this little nerd package. And again, I won't read the full note, but basically he says, I hope you enjoy this little class package I've given you based on the answers you provided. So yeah, it's cool. I haven't opened it yet, by the way. I opened the package, the bubble mailer, and I peeked inside and I was like, "Oh damn." So it's really cool. I'm gonna open them up. Yeah, I read the Drizzt books when I was a kid, up to a point because they were still coming out, and they might still be coming out. I'm not sure what R.A. Salvatore's up to, but I had read up to the Obuld, like, Many Arrows Orc saga, and I read the offshoot, like the Artemis Entree and Jarlaxle offshoot, which was really fun, I thought. But yeah. So I recognized a few things. So I'm gonna open this. I'm sorry if this isn't perfect with the camera, because like I'm trying to like maybe I like pull that back a bit. We can uh-oh. They won't come out of the package. You put them in screen. I got them. Put them in screen protectors. Oh man, he did it like an actual like a booster pack, and it's a mystery. And he put treasure on the top. That's clever. Okay, yeah. So there's a treasure D&D one. It's an artifact. Oh, again, by the way, I used to play Magic back when, like, the borders were white and there was, like, barely any rules. And now there's so damn many rules. I played when... Hello. Annika's home. I played when Swamp Elves were just becoming a thing. They were, like, the cool new release. That there were elves that were swamp mana. So that kind of gives you an idea of when I exited Magic. I'm not guaranteed to know what all of these mean, all of the rules. So, but let's see. It's, the first one, the treasure is, I don't know how well you guys can see that. Hey, Khajiit. The first one is treasure. It's an artifact. You tap it. You can sacrifice this artifact to add 1 mana of any color. I'll give you the mana you need. I put it. That. I can do that, actually. I'm not going to get the full thing, obviously, but... Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Oh, are they, like, sealed? Wait, I thought if I turned them over individually, there'd be... But there's not. Hey, Caleb. Text is clearly the text is clearly legible. The card jiggles around a bit, but when it's being held, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can like slide my chair over a bit. Let me see if I can get this mic over here. There we go. All right. See if I can do it like this. Kind of like brace my hand a little bit on my chair. Okay, apparently I gotta open these, like, wait, do I need... Oh, he sealed them, like, totally. Hey, Merle? For everyone just coming in, this is, a viewer sent me a little care package of D&D Magic cards, because I said I was interested. Like, I don't play Magic anymore, but I'm super into roleplay and D&D and stuff like that, and, I was like, oh, cool. I didn't know Magic was doing a D&D, like, pair up. And they are. They did. So, one of my viewers, Sir Dan, sent me a neat little care package. Let me see. I hope I don't bash this. Let me see if I can do the... Oh, wait. I think I'm going the wrong way. That's the trick. That's... That's what I used in high school. Good old whacking your wrist trick to get him out of the seal. Aculus. That's how I got my Winged Dragon of Ra out of the protective package when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, now I gotta get him out of this protective package. He doubled up. What a champ. What an absolute champion. Okay. First bundle. Put him up here. Whoa! Okay. I've got a holographic Iron Golem. Hopefully that's good. Artifact creature. It's a 5/3 with vigilance. See, I don't know what vigilance does in the rules. Iron Golem attacks or blocks each combat if able. Okay, so it must. But you can get it on the field with 4 of any type of mana, so that's cool. Once an Iron Golem is set to a task, it won't turn aside until that task is complete or it has been destroyed. So that makes sense. I don't know if maybe vigilant. No, it isn't. Well, vigilance is like its own like rule probably. That's usually how Magic goes. Like it could say like flying and then it would have an effect or whatever too, like a separate effect. I'm assuming vigilance is something like it can block anything, like it can choose or block after attacking mittens. Cool. Khajiit, loud boy, good boy. What am I, a dog, Khajiit? Well, you're a cat, I suppose, so that scans. Attack without tapping, is it? You got 3 months though, Khajiit. You're breaking out of the egg there. I appreciate it, thank you. So that's that. And then we've got Magic Missile. Oh. Got Magic Missile, which is 3 mana, 2 mountain, and whatever color. This spell can't be countered, which I assume is meant to signify like Magic Missile strikes unerringly at its target, right? Magic Missile deals 3 damage, divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. That's cool. They really captured the feel of that, like in the Magic rule set. That's cool. We got that. And I gotta open the second one. So the the questions I answered were things like, you know, what's your favorite class and stuff. And I said probably a spellcaster, like a wizard. Because I said I just really love the versatility and just in general, like magic in games and stuff, right? And then he asked what element. And I said fire. Didn't even know that this was about magic or D&D when he was asking. He's just asking quiz questions. Okay, same thing. That one came out super easy. These are the last two. See what they are. Got. Whoa! Damn! That's a cool format. I've never seen that before in a Magic card. I don't know what that is. That's cool. All right, we'll inspect that in a minute. Let's go. They gave me Burning Hands, because fire. Burning Hands deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Oh yeah, those planeswalker guys are a thing now. If that permanent is green, Burning Hands deals 6 damage instead. Oh, it just kicks the ass of, And I guess instant is like you can play it from your hand or just like basically at any time. I assume. And then this is like totally new to me. I've never seen a Magic the Gathering card formatted like this. Maybe they do this for other sets, and like this is an old thing now where people are like, oh yeah, they started doing that like 5 years ago. But I've never seen it. And it's an enchantment class, which I guess just like you put on the table, I guess. Like it doesn't really attack. It's not really a creature or anything. Wizard class. Gain the next level as a sorcery to add its ability. Okay. You have no maximum hand size. Oh, damn. All right. And I guess if you spend 3 mana, one of them at least an island, and the class becomes level 2, you can draw 2 cards. And then 4 and an island. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. So every time you draw a card and you have no maximum hand size, your creatures just get beefier and beefier. That's cool. It looks like there's 281 cards in the set. So good luck to Sir Dan collecting them all. I think he can do it. Yeah, the card's design's pretty cool, huh? It's neat. Anyway, sorry, the thing that I've got this propped against, like my phone, it's not I can't like, without me physically doing this, I can't actually angle it. So, here, I'll take the, hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's stuck. This is the thing that it was on. You can't really adjust the height. It's for putting in like a holder or whatever. But yeah, man, that's cool. Dan is very kind. I'm gonna put these off to the side so that they're okay. Oh, I'm gonna sleeve them. Interface, you're not supposed to read all that. In fact, normally when I go live, it's already, like, it's 5, right? So I've already gone through my list for the day, so I erase the board before I go live. And before I go to bed at night, as sort of like my get ready for bed routine, I write out my stuff for the next day. But I forgot to erase it today, I guess. Call me out. How dare you? This unboxing is so unprofessional. Well, listen. Wait until I get to this one. That's all you get to see of that. That might not be for a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, today I'm going to do my first... I'm going to play the Stanley Parable. And I've never played it, and I don't even know what it's about. I was told when I went to pick it up, I don't know, I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago. Last year? No, I don't know when I bought it. Don't even know when I bought it. But anyway, when I bought it, or when I was like, I mentioned, that was it. I mentioned to, it might have been Snake. Has Snake ever played it? Anyway, I was talking with someone, and they recommended it. And I was like, oh, what's that? And they're like, I'm not going to tell you what it's about, and I suggest that you don't go looking for what it's about. And that's all I'll say. And I was like, ooh, intriguing. And so I bought it, and it's been sitting in my library ever since. Last week, I asked you guys... you know, if there's anything you'd want to see me play Monday. And that was one of the things that came up. And when it came up, several people, like, when someone suggested it, were like, oh, yeah, that's good. This is going to be good. Like, oh, that's a good game, Shay. You should play that. Yeah, play it. So, okay. So, it won out. I had a couple other suggestions, Pyre and stuff like that, which I do want to get to. But I figured for tonight... First day back, we would play this. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's engaging and like a decent game. You ran into a bug, so you've never finished. Oh, good. Well, I'm sure I'll find that. Yeah, so I think... Well, I know. Today, we're going to play Stanley. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to go back, because I only got to play it for an hour last week. I'm going to go back to Tales of Symphonia and chill out with that. Hey, Wimbley. You hate it. That's why you suggested it. Well, we're playing it. I'm going to go back to Tales tomorrow. I had a question. I mentioned this again when I was playing it last week. Show of hands... Who would be interested in using their controller and playing Tales as so Tales is a single player, except when you're in combat, people can play like co-op style, but only when you're in combat. So essentially, you guys would be playing, and instead of having computer AI controlled teammates in battles, I would have like you guys, real people who could make decisions and use abilities and stuff like that. That might be something we'll be able to set up. So anyone who is interested in that, please let me know here, like now-ish, soon. So that I can just kind of get I think C7 said that they might be interested. I think all you need is a controller. Preferably an Xbox controller, because I think that's natively, like, Steam likes supporting those more than PlayStation stuff, but I could be, like, whatever. So Woo's interested. So I've got at least one teammate. And I would need 2 more. I don't need 2 more. Like, Woo and I could just, but to get a full filled slot, 3 people would get me, because I'd be playing Lloyd. There would be 3 other people. And you could play whoever you want. Rain, Kratos, whatever. Mittens could do it, but rather let someone else do it. Okay. We'll figure that out. Again, I'll ask throughout the night. I'll ask throughout the night as people kind of come and go. We'll see if we can rope a couple more people into it. Emily's a bit far away. Rock thinks the ping would break the stream. Okay. Again, we'll see what we got. For now, I'm gonna hop into the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable. But one more time, that was the cool care package that Sir Dan sent me. And although he's not here right now, I don't think. Thank you, Sir Dan, if you play this back. Bad ping can't be much worse than the AI, right? Okay, I'm shutting down the music. I'm tossing up Stanley. Tossing it into the game. Oh, it's already started. Oh. It was really cool of Dan, yeah. Sir Dad is a... Thanks, Sir Dad. I'm gonna go into options. Okay, this is like an older... Like, look at this computer. Oh, my God. Oh, and there's like a double boy happening here. All right. Let's do... Anti-aliasing. Yes. Shader detail, like, lots. Why would I want low? Lots. Lots. Okay. I figured, Rock. Every time I play, like, a new game, you're like, ooh, I might play this. Goodbye. I can see it coming. Take it easy, Rock. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, there we go. Not full screen. Let's do borderless window. There we go. I know. It's all good, Rock. Okay, discard. Audio. Is the audio fine, guy? Like, it sounds fine. I mean, headphones. Do I want closed captioning? Oh, yeah, subtitles, yeah. Okay. Sure, yeah. I think this should be good. All my audio went away. I'll just do subtitles only, because full captions would be like coughing noises. Hey, Annika. Yeah, Annika said she really likes this game, so she was happy to watch me play it. Oh, it's capturing the... I thought this was just an effect that the game... It's even capturing my Steam overlay, like my FPS counter. Okay, you guys, I'm not sure, can see it. Maybe it's capturing it in the reflection of my screen, like the loop here. I don't think you guys can see it top left here, but it's capturing it here. That's interesting. What about... Oh no! You guys can see it in the reflection. You can't see it on the original, but you can see it in the reflection. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Tries to be a butthole in this game. I'm not trying to be a butthole, but I would like to play it. Let's go. The never is end is never... The end is never the end is never the end. Okay, sure. Loading. Cool.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in
that is a
427
large cable underneath the desk.
Keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself
the end. Roll credits.
For the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay. I can. All right. Neat. Wonder when this game came out. Is that accurate? What? Is it actually moving? Let's see if it moves. Be here a minute. Ha! Literally a minute. Kinda looks like it. Was it a few years ago? Okay, so I think I did buy it like 2 or 3 years ago then. Okay. 2018 or something. I think that clock is moving. That's cool. Came out in 2011. Oh, okay. How do I interact with things? What do those papers say? Oh. I can't jump. See, those papers look like they'd be readable. Like it's actually high quality. Higher quality than the mug, anyway. But I can't really... Recommendations from the overnight committee. Yeah, again, this cable that just sort of leads wherever. I'm pressing E with the expectation that it would do something, but I don't... Duck is control. Use is mouse 1. Okay. Oh, and that's it. Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I guess I can't go through there again. Where's the meeting room?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Why? Ah, look at the window. Ah. Oops. Fuck that.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hey, fuck you, narrator. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, did I open that? Hey, Darksteel? Yeah, that's what everyone kept telling me. So I've never played it before. And I don't, like, I don't even have an idea of what it's about. I did that on purpose because the person who recommended this game to me told me not to know anything about it. So... Wow, solitaire. Oh, I shut that one off too. Oh, I can open doors. Sometimes. Not all the time, apparently. Okay.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
This narrator's a real asshole. Duel? Well? Anyway, someone spilled their coffee. The narrator doesn't sound like any of you. You guys would just be like, way to click, idiot.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, now it's just predicting what I'm gonna do. Like, now it's just telling me what to do. Listening to you, game.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't have a number on it. So far, it's just a bunch of scenery. No.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What is that? Can I do anything with that? Speaking of drinks.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah, this game's got a beginning, middle, and an end. Journey of a...
At this point,
Journal...
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
Hey!
And reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Trying to read this note. What is it about this place? The weeks?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
It is their nature of this room. I can't read that. Oh, this says fuel. Okay. Game sponsored by G Fuel. Got it. Coffee nut. D7.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Can I just continuously just not listen to this game?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wow. I can definitely see this being like a Half-Life mod. Just like what you usually do in games. That's it, Wembley. Oh, shit. That doesn't seem very safe. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Oh, okay. Oh, this is gonna be stupid. Wait.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, game. I just wanted to, like, see what was on this cool other area, because I feel like if I jumped down there, I would die. And, like, I didn't want to go where you were taking me. So I just wanted to go on this cool catwalk, all right? There was an open door. Whatever. Danger. Danger everywhere. Oh, all right. Sucks. To be one. To be one with what? To be three. Do not stand on this side of fence. To be four and to be five.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Man, Neo took the red pill and had to do a bunch of crazy shit. He could have just been sitting there, eating some nice food, going to those raves with Trinity. Like, listen.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, apparently you can just teleport me? All right, eat my ass.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
This is good narration, though. The narrator, this is some good stuff.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah, it absolutely. This is like the fucking Hammer.
I'd written out specifically for you. Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want?
Dungeon masters, when players go off the rails, be like...
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Oh, there's like... These textures are all fucked up now. What?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I don't have enough data to make up my mind.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful.
I love the voice acting.
Previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. The hell is this? Stanley Parable, worldwide leaderboard. In total, doors open, doors attempted, steps taken, endings achieved, doors closed, awards won. What the hell? Okay. This is you. Oh. Wait, did you know that what? How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley career. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm last. Friend list empty. .3% skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of player chose the blue door. Oh. So I'm in 3% of players because I chose the blue door? Okay. Shit, I guess I'll go left.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, okay. I guess we're in a different level. What the hell?
Baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
7-hour stream.
World will really take notice.
You gotta go to sleep,
But
Merle?
of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
What is he
here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, he's loading something else. Oh, shit!
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
Yeah!
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do
I
with.
can't.
But is it enough?
Can't.
Tell me that, Stanley.
I can't jump. I got an achievement instead of saying I can't
I'll say
jump.
This. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. compass will go here, no, here, and then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes.
Hey, how come this asshole stole my house plans in
I
Minecraft?
made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel
Yeah, that's what I'm
ashamed
saying,
at
Woo.
your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
That used a source door opening sound. I don't think it used the Minecraft one. Can I pick this flower? See, I wish I could go over there. Can't jump. Man, he's forcing me to do things. I don't wanna. Gonna stand here for a second. I think this is the one instance where I have to do the thing. Doesn't look like I can. I don't think there's any like secret. No. No getting around that time. Less? Nope. How was that? Oh, it's just the... Look at it wooble in the background. All right.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Of hell? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess we're playing Minecraft now, sort of. Is it even doing the Minecraft music? How did they not get a cease and desist? Aw, I can't jump. Oh, is this slightly different? Is this sort of like Minecraft music, but isn't?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Yeah, it sounded different. The beginning sounded right, and then it, like, caught me off guard. Can I have these mushrooms? No? Okay.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Aw, I wonder if I had a run through if that would have gotten me further.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You
Great.
trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, I broke the mug.
looks puzzled. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Uh-oh. I don't want to play Portal.
Genius.
Came here to play Stanley.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble.
What the? Did I? Oh, I guess. Where the hell did my radio go? Also, the narrator seemed to stop talking. Oh, fuck. Okay. Uh-oh. Hello? Okay. Sure? Damn, I don't have a light. Hello? Hello? There's light. Half-Life 2 mod version look like? Oh, okay. I think I'm going the right way. Ish. Maybe. Excuse me. Is this light? Can you... Can someone turn the lights on? Fuck, I thought this was where I was supposed to go. Okay. Oh. What? Hello?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the
Okay,
end
buddy.
to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Do I have control? Oh, it's loading again. Okay. Oh, am I... Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, did the game just
Stanley
restart?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, there's more computers that are on. Input received. That's good. I completed an ending. Oh, that was an ending, huh? Congrats, you suck at listening. Yeah, well. It's not new. You guys suck.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I wonder if it'll kill me.
Look, Stanley, I think... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am very powerful and cool. Well, I guess that was an ending, huh? It cost me $5,000.
What could it mean?
Oh, wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Wait,
simply
this
left
is
a
different. This isn't how it was before. What the hell?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I think it cost me $6,000 because it said misuse of the equipment.
A work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first door on his left. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Just because he said it like that.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, shit. Wait. Yes, indeed. Oh, have we stopped? Oh, it's loading.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oops. Oh, I got... Okay, there we go. What's this? Why is there 2... Wait, 4 lights? 2 lights? Some amount of lights. Oh, God. What is that?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right
Aurora
here,
Borealis.
right in this moment with this place,
At this time of day.
I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Hey, that's cool. Oh, I can't jump off. Oh, wow. The stars travel around. Oh, shit. Things are green now. Toxic fumes! Run!
No, wait. Where are you going?
What?
Right. Where were we?
No, you're right, Annika. Middle fingers. Both of them. Both of the What kind of crap is oh, cool. What's that?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Well, why would I die on these stairs? It's got handrails. Can I, Can I get back to, the Nito burrito room? Wow, watermelon style now.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I like that he says something every time you proceed.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
I mean, I don't know. It seems pretty fine. Guinea pigs do see colors. They are not colorblind. Thus, it is possible.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Wow. Nah. Love how the music changes to like dun 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 dun.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Okay, one more time. Because very clearly it just leads to the top and just nothing. Jump off. Oh, I wanted him to say something. Lame. He only said something like the first 4 times. Wonder how long this game actually is. Not sure. 10 billion hours. Okay.
No!
Oh, I'm not dead.
Thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Woo, that's not true at all. Absolutely accurate.
No, perhaps not. My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yes.
You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
It was.
Like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
The end is never the end. Yep. All right.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yes? That other office from before wasn't the right one, but this one looks accurate. Beep. What? Did you just close the door in my face? What a dick!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yum.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Wait, what?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Stanley's been huffing too much glue on his lunch hour. What the fuck?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes
I gotta
on,
see if that
fade to
actually
white,
happens then.
roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Wait, is this game getting all meta on my ass? What?
Choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way,
Is it done
please.
yet? Oh, shit. Oh, it is done. Where am I now? I assume that video was just like blah, 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 do what I say. Blah, blah, safety. Please, begging, danger everywhere. Annika's so upset that I didn't watch that little 70s ad. I've been doing pretty good in Dragon Age, excuse me. Like, I legitimately was playing it. Oh, am I on the... Oh, I'm on the other end of the thing, I guess? Should go back to the VOD and watch it. Hey, they added safety rails or whatever.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh, okay.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
It seems Annika's the narrator. That makes sense. Even a little zip tie there, okay. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. It's the same time as before. Oh, I'm in the employee round.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
On in there. Play solitaire.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Who gets me?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, He entered the door on his left.
Cool looking plant, I guess.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No! This is cool. Look at all the little numbers and stuff. Okay. That's all fucked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. B. 4, 5, 6. B. 4, 5, 6. B. 7, 8, 9, 0. So 1, 2, 3. A, I guess. It was from CS Office Wembley, yeah. Wait, so can I not? I guess I can't get in there, huh? Wait, can I clip through here? Maybe? No. That's interesting. Supportive hug? I stressed you out? Come here. Come here. That's a good. Annika's not letting me play the rest of this. I stressed her out and she needed a supportive hug. Now she thinks she can keep me from it. Well, I've woobled the textures somehow. Need a way to or wooble them harder. Honestly. I guess I gotta go in here. It doesn't seem like there's any other way. Wembley gets it. The hell is in here? Oh, okay.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone?
Termination
so
Tuesdays.
Well, it's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever.
Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next day's agenda. Reflect. That's me, though.
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Well, I'm still here.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
No.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
You're a child.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is this just going to be the same thing if I...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley did. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Does it just fast forward?
No! Why did you do that?
Okay, C7 sounds good. We're playing Stanley Parable for the first time. Also, quick thing, C7. 2 things. 1, what's for dinner? 2, did you say you were interested in being a Tales of Symphonia character when we play tomorrow?
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I gotta go left. I guess. Hey, Dan! Rough, maybe, if you're free. Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to take interest, see who was... We're probably gonna play tomorrow. Ooh, spicy noodles. Okay, lurk on, C7. Thank you for letting me know. Dan, we opened your care package on stream. If you go back for the VOD, it was like 14 minutes in or so. Thank you very much. Everyone thought it was really cool. I thought it was really cool. Took my questions and sent me a D&D MTG care package. I appreciate it. Oh dear, C7, here we go. Oh, now it's not broken.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I really did ruin his game. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy who moved my desk. Please keep the targets on the topic of... Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Oh, ongoing. Okay, Number of slides on this slide. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Fuck you. What is hot? Requires more secondary research. Profits, profits, profits. Graphs about things and money. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Happy feelings. Mike James, you are fired. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need reviews. 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net! Some sort of child trap? Teenagers, size of demographic, space between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins. Trash cans. Renaming of the idea bin. Firing of me. Okay. That was a cool room. I want to go in the broom closet. No. Fine. Whatever.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
can't jump. It's tragic. Oh shit, boss. What does that say? Oh shit, I can't jump. Ah. Business time. God help you if I could. That's right.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Nice
indication of any
JPEG
human
books,
life.
nerd.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Is that someone gonna
Surely
shoot a
behind this
panda?
door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Business strategy.
Stanley spoke
Carte
the
blanche,
code.
a Mont Blanc.
115.
Can you
He
shut
spoke
up for a
into the
second?
receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please
Sewage.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Sewage Lilies by Claude Money.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story
This
seriously.
guy is
If you didn't
mad.
know what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs
Wait,
you. It needs
why am I
you to make a
getting
decision.
actual credits? Am I... Are we done?
Understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You listening to
Webmaster,
this?
Valve support team.
Okay.
Made in source by Valve.
Okay, I can wait.
It's Havoc Physics.
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
1999.
I'll wait for you to
2011.
decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay. I guess we're not done?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know why I got actual credits. Was the game telling me I'd seen all the endings, or... I mean, obviously not. I never actually listened to the guy.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. The hell? That has a different thing on it that time. It says executive bathroom. It didn't say that before. Oh, I accidentally input something. 19 total endings. Okay. Oh, this is a different room.
His manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
What's we gonna say
and
to
so
that?
The boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result. 2845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I guess the override kicked in. Good for me. Want to play the piano? Damn it. Wait, is this an area? What? I'm like nestled behind the furnace? God, I wish I had a flashlight. Here I go. Loading something else.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Or would it? Damn it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his
Na 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 na.
violent death.
Ooh, a violent death. Yeah, that first time
The
chat
door
from
behind
viewer
him was
stuff
not
puts in
shut.
work.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Did he? And that was a long hallway that I came down.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
I love these back and forth lines that he records.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. You gonna say something if I... No? Okay. Here we go! Now I'm skydiving. Oh, oh, okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh, okay.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, fuck! Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Oh, who's
as Stanley
this?
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant,
Hey, Pyra.
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. All right. Cool.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This is neat. How far over can I go? Oh, about that far, huh? All right. Is this the narrator's narrator? Maybe. Is this the White House? What?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Okay, it's like a little 3D paper model. Cool, cool. Oh, it's the layout. You killed Stanley already. You're gonna spoil stuff for yourself in here. Well, I'm just playing the game. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Okay, yeah. Then Stanley grew thirsty and took a sip from his big water bottle. No. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. The office. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Cool. Okay. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Oh, shit. Credits. Davy Reedon and William Pugh. And the impeccable Kevon Brighting as the narrator. Howdy, Prius. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. In September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Aw. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. What the fuck? The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay. Interesting. Hey, listless. Green light, that's certainly lasted. I have a question for you, sir, and it is, what is your message for today? Sincerely, Harris. What is this strange number? Would you tell me the significance of the number 1112800 is? After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Greetings, omnipotent voice. I wanted to tell you I like the Stanley Parable as much as I liked seeing a humorously small badger in swim trunks. Okay. Interesting. It's like a museum for the game. The Lounge. An early version of the Lounge. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, but I pulled out the... Okay. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also want the option of the player falling to their death. Hell yeah, I did it. Chair. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Wait, what? One doorway to maintenance in the lounge. Two doorways to maintenance. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge and the original back on track option. What about this? Huh? Was I ever in here? Oh, wait. Oh, with the lounge. Oh. And then that... Did I ever go in a vent? Looking at the DM notes. Yeah, I mean... Oh, what is this? The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Oh. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player Restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Aha. Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. I don't think I got there yet. Zending levers. Ow. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he's preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. There's supposed to be sound. Cool, I'm learning. Shit, I'm getting lost in this museum, though. Countdown deaths. One of the deaths from an early version of the Countdown ending. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it exists in beta. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the 2 endings together instead. Okay. An early version of the countdown room. I don't think I've got there. I don't know how to do that. Oh, shit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
The level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Okay. How much have I... Oh, okay. I went up here, but I didn't go that way. Did I go this way? No. Like different versions? Oh. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. What? Oh, they just put a painting on the wall and put a box over there. Okay. Interesting, I guess. Put a couple of colorful little... Uh-huh, yeah. All these spoilers. Well, if the game didn't want all this being spoiled, maybe it should have locked this one behind needing enough endings. I don't know. Oh, there's the exit. That's what it said. Uh-huh. I didn't go this way, though. Freedom ending. Yeah, well, yeah. Office clock. Boss's office. Yeah, there's like several. Employee lounge. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. I mean, yeah, it's didn't change too terribly much. Oh, what's in here? Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for... Recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times. 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. I can't hear them.
And finally, he pushed the number 9. Stanley stood on the roof.
Okay, it's this little... Okay. Little outtakes. Did I get everything? Evan? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I went up in there. Went up there. Went through here. Through there. Looked at those. Up there. In there. Over down here. Oh, and then this is the boss's area. Okay, yeah.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Do you see?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time.
Did I win? I got an achievement.
This
Okay.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
I don't even remember how I
Perhaps
got
they missed
there.
a memo.
Quit
When
twice.
Stanley came to a set
Oh,
of
was
two
I only
open
supposed to
doors,
quit
he entered
once?
the door on his left.
Oh. Well, the game didn't exactly make that clear.
Yet there was not a
Well,
single person here either.
I guess I need
Feeling
to...
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Wait,
walked
how come it-
upstairs
huh?
to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
What?
why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He
One
just
to
hadn't
before.
found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Oh
Was Stanley
my.
simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh, I'm awake,
Now,
buddy.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
What a trippy
Did the voice
game.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Oh,
up.
there I go.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world.
When I played this,
outside
my
this
face.
world.
Shay playing this.
Let me
Oh,
wake up, he
that's
said to
not
himself.
true.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my
I'm
job.
still thinking about getting
Let me
back to that
continue
other area
pushing
that I
the
apparently
buttons.
fucked up.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me
Oh,
up.
that's
My
some
name is
music.
Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear
Damn,
my
this
voice?
music.
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension,
Oh,
the rest
boy.
of her life. She had no
Here we
time for
go.
this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wait, it said she was gonna call 911. What? I guess I'm done. New game? Yep. I go.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Okay, so I'm in weird office land. Now, I think I go meet my boss now. I want to get back to the
When Stanley
the
came
hacker
to a
room.
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know if I
Yet
fucked
there
that
was
up or
not a
not.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
I don't
to
know
his
why it was
boss's
closed
office.
off the other time. The other two times, actually.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he
Yeah,
could not have
yeah, this
known
was different.
that the
I've been in
keypad
this
behind
layout
the boss's
before.
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be
no idea if entering 2845 would get me where I want to go, so I'm not gonna. So I'll just have to wait a moment while the narrator gets frustrated with me.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What if I fell down through that crack in the floor? Oh, or that crack in the floor. Or any of these cracks in the floor, really. Yum. C7 missed it the other time. It's nice, eh?
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I think I'm doing the right thing now.
Emotion in his chest.
Like, how do we get back to the other area?
To think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now? When for years it had
I gotta get rid of the. I gotta get out of the mind control place.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Here we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
This is a long haul.
The door behind
well, I guess we're in it for the
Stanley still had
moment.
Every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Here we go. Woo! Ah, there's Ducky, probably coming off of some D&D. Thanks, Doc. What you doing? What am I doing? I'm doing the Stanley Parable for the very first time. Hey, Winter? I'm trying to get back to a specific area. Apparently this game is just all endings of stuff.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Red text cut off on stream? Okay, I'll have a look at that. It might just be the text size.
Willingly accepted this violent end to his
Curse of Strahd today? Nice. Last playing D&D. Oh! Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine
How you liking it, Ducky?
every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Clonk. Hopefully some of you guys got some good if any of you use D&D Beyond, they had a 20% sale just a little while ago. A week ago?
Back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Shooting the shit and strategize. That's good. It's good having some sessions that are like that. Just kind of spitball things and gear up and stuff like that.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these
Okay,
things cannot
I'm
be
back
seen.
where I need to be.
But listen to me. You can still save these two.
You guys
can
got
stop the
TPK'd?
program before they both
What do you have to like
fail.
restart? Well, those guys are dead. Bring in the new crew.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose.
Can I just...
This is the story of
A few sessions ago. I see. Strahd seems like a difficult one to win. Yeah, Curse of Strahd can be brutal. Depends. No, I didn't fully quit this time. Last time I hit quit, and then I hit quit again, and I totally exited out of the game. This time, all I did was quit to main menu and then started the game. It's not the same thing. And it looks like a different office. She said to hit quit. So I hit quit. I just didn't hit quit twice, because then it would have kicked me out of the game. I thought that fucked up the game. So this time I just hit quit to menu, and I thought the game would remember that I hit that, and then I hit begin again. Did I just have to hit begin the game again? That's not what she told me to do. She said to hit quit. Apparently, I was supposed to hit this one, maybe? I guess? All right, I guess I'll...
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meet. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I'll do it 3rd time's the charm. Now I know how to get there, totally,
Yet there
though.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Stanley
Coming to a
decided to go
staircase,
up
Stanley walked
boss's office.
upstairs
Yeah,
to
yeah,
his
yeah.
boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
Oh man, do I have to wait every time for this?
Pulling books off the shelf.
Can I just hit the button?
Desperate for clues to his
Let's see.
situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's
Put it in
desk.
backwards? Okay.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, he doesn't care.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
I didn't know I could just enter the code. I thought maybe that would unlock a different thing. That's not an unreasonable thing to think in a game like this, is it? Okay. Wait.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, we didn't.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, here we go. 3rd time. Rushing
The door
forward.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn
I wish there was
around
a
and get
sprint
back
button.
on track. At this point,
Go, Stanley,
was
go.
making
Go to your
a
death.
conscious, concerted effort
Hey,
to
voice.
walk forward and willingly confront his death.
We're going. Here we go. Yeah. Clonk. Okay, so there's the ending where I get crushed.
Was inched closer and closer to his
And then there's the ending where I go into the mind control farm.
No
Right?
consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Clonk.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Clonk.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Clonk. Ha!
Farewell, Stanley, cried
Good
the
night,
narrator,
Khajiit.
as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous
Have a
metal
good one.
jaws. In a single visceral
Thank you for
instant,
supporting your resident
Stanley
loud
was
boy.
obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
My time has come. That sounds ominous.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Death becomes meaningless.
death
Life
becomes
is the
meaningless,
same.
making life the same.
Hamana.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
No, Wimbley. I just apparently didn't hit the right button. Wait, where's the... Uh-oh. I don't know where the exit is. I forget. Wait, is it up here? I think it's up here. See.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need
Do you
one
see?
another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
And I'll mock you about the dialogue like he's the one messing up and needed to go again. Hey!
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop
Well,
the
look,
program
watch,
before
watch.
those fail. Push escape and press quit.
Push escape and press quit. That's what she said to do. That's why I did it like that. That's why.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah, it's the same fucking thing. That
Stanley
was
decided
totally
to go to the
pointless doing
meeting.
it 3
Perhaps he
times.
simply missed a memo.
Fine, whatever. Fucking game.
When Stanley came to a set
He
of
entered
two
the
open
door on
doors,
his
he entered
left.
the door on his left.
Well, what if
Yet
I do
there
it a
was not
4th
single
time,
person here
but
either.
this time I let it
Filled
crush
with
me?
disbelief, Stanley
I'm gonna do
decided
that.
To go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. I just need to go up and do it, but then this time
The
I'm
moment he
gonna
entered his
shit.
manager's
Oh,
office,
it's fine.
Stanley froze
What was it?
in his tracks. Not a living
Ah,
soul
fuck.
anywhere.
I
Could
fat
he
fingered
really
the
be all
buttons.
alone? This was too much for Stanley. Was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments.
Can you
with
fuck
some
off?
calming New Age music.
Sir. Sir? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Please.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the
No.
opened passageway.
I wasn't soothed nor you really don't know me, do you, buddy? I'm gonna get crushed by your fucking anvil so hard. Show you. This is me as a narrator. I've seen some of your TikToks, C7. You're right. tweets. Tweet talks.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
No.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway
This
had
will be the
word
last
escape written on it,
time,
the truth was that
because
at the
I've
end of this
exhausted
hall,
every other
Stanley
option.
would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around
But
and
he
get
didn't.
back on track.
The end.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
Let's go,
willingly
let's go, let's go,
confront
let's
his
go, let's
death.
go. Ah! Plonkle.
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world
No
is.
consequence
Perhaps
whatsoever.
his death was of no great loss.
What a
like
jerk.
plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Everyone
So
matters,
he resigned
narrator.
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Yo, can I get some of that new age music as I'm getting crushed?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
I don't think that's
as
new
Stanley
age
was
music
led
that I just did. I
helplessly
don't know
into
what
the
that
enormous
was,
metal
but
jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
drop me. There you go.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the
narrator
think
did
he
make
was
me
going
play
to
Portal.
accomplish?
Yeah, it absolutely did.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
And
making life
Minecraft.
the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Okay. Go down through. Down.
Oh,
look at these two.
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save.
Okay.
You can
Embrace
stop the
it.
program before they both fail. Push
Embrace
escape,
death.
Press quit. There's no other way to beat this
I'm
game.
embracing
as long
it.
As you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose
Here
it.
I go.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Hello? Game? Your stream buffered at death? This is now a podcast stream. All of you guys buffered and I died. I guess I'm just dead and I have to... Oh, okay. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally.
Wait, what?
This is great, he thought to himself.
This is new.
This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright. Cool. Beep. What? Oh, I did that. I was at like 3. Now I'm at 1 again. What happened there? Fuck that.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I'm gonna fuck things up.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Shit. Oh man, these computers don't have the thing. Wait, I can make this happen.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Doing it? Wait. Where's the computer with the input? God damn it! Damn it! There must be other computers with the input thing. I just need to go deeper.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You okay, bud? I was trying to find those input computers, but I guess I'll just keep playing. I've restarted like 6 times now, so they must be... I don't know why they reset.
Came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door
Whatever.
on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
the
to
broom
his
closet
boss's
opened!
office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, it didn't open the last time. No. Staying in
There
here.
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Brooms are cool.
It was baffling
You know,
that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
It's funny to me.
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
That was spicy. It's funny to me that there's a broom in here.
Are you
One broom.
still in the broom
But there's
closet?
like
Standing
4
around
or
doing
5
nothing?
wrenches. This should be the wrench
Please
closet.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Should be the wrench room.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Somebody is here with dinner. I'll be right back. Oh no, he's gonna say things.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh, I could have paused it, apparently. What did he say? Oh, I forgot that pause bit. I thought it was... Anyway, what did he say? What did he say, though? Oh, wah-wah. Well, I guess I'll have to watch my own VOD. He called me fat and ugly? And I'm addicted to drugs? No, he didn't.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and...
Okay, I'm gonna put a marker in here. Wait, hold on. Oh, I just clipped nothing. It didn't go back that far. Fuck. Oh, pizza, hell yeah. However, I need a spot for this. Good looking pizza. I got the job because of a family connection because you're that stupid. Oh, that's rude. Did he really say all those mean things? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. Hold on. Let me put a marker in my own stream. Hey, Shay, when you're going back through, this marker is to signify that you need to go back about 2 minutes because you didn't pause the game, you stupid moron. And apparently you get made fun of a bit more, so, you know. He went off? Oh, okay. I can't pause. Unpause.
You collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove...
Wait, so does that imply that the narrator isn't human?
...their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Is there anything? I think that's it.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
The broom closet ending was my favorite. Hey, screw you guys! Uh-oh. This is going to be interesting.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, the input. Boop.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
This game is finally starting to understand me. That narrator, that's all he had to do, man. That's all he had to do. My napkin. That's tasty. But no keyboard pizza. Bad.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Definitely not sarcasm, Woo. No, my napkin's not tasty. What? Game does have good writing, yeah. What else is good as this pizza? Okay. A bunch of numbers.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No. Can I just leave now? Nope. All right. Playing this game one-handed now. Surveillance?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Dun, dun, dun!
How's it gonna show him? Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Now I'm like above the facility. There's like some Prey vibes or something now.
But here was the proof.
Oh, hey!
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Do any of these computers say the thing? Why is there big... A purple button. I like purple. Beep. What is that, and how do I get through it? How do I open that door? Yeah, it was. This is a door. Door with light over it. How I open. Beep, beep, open the door. Fuck. That door won't open. There's gotta be a way to open that door. Did you ask it nicely? No. Well, that doesn't do anything. What about over here? Nope. Bunch more mind control crap. How do I boot up the old mind control device? I'm getting some Professor X
He found the
vibes.
source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Sounds like 2 minutes to eat pizza.
Time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
How are you guys tonight?
Start. What's that?
You doing good?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Who had a good
I'm in a
weekend?
good mood. You're gonna die.
What have y'all been
anyway.
doing?
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply
tired,
let you
but
sit there
okay.
in your office forever, pushing
That's good,
buttons
Dan.
endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
You're on your
Or I let it
weekend? Oh,
burn
it's
to a
weekend time for
crisp.
you, Will. Okay.
I say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
Annika,
you try
did
to
you
make
enjoy your
sense of
weekend?
everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
Oh,
left.
maybe that door
But I'm
opens as the
enjoying this so
escape run.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
This narrator's
Is it that you have
awesome.
no idea where
He
you're
gave me
going
more
or
time
what
to eat
you're
my
supposed
pizza.
to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button.
Damn, had a stomach ache. You
screen
missed
to
having a
screen,
session? Ah, that
clicking
always
on
sucks.
Every little thing in this room.
You have a schedule, though.
Buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Our group is also waiting for the
Something
next
here will
session when
save
everyone's
me.
available.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
You guys can hear the narrator, and I can hear him. I'm tangentially paying attention. We're in for a disappointment.
Here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble.
So the narrator's kind of a sadist.
Tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds.
In some of the endings, this narrator's like, no, Stanley, please, I implore you, don't do this. In other endings, he's like, you have no power here.
Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All
hey, 10
part of the
seconds.
joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh. That one I didn't have to manually restart. Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What do you mean all because of pizza? You say that like pizza isn't extremely good. Oh shit, wait. Do I have to do the input thing again? Did that reset? Or am I good? Seems like I'm good. Phone just deleted all the messages you needed for work. I'm in such a good mood right now. What happened? Like, why? Shit. Was it a lot? Yeah, do you have it in like some sort of cloud or something, Z-Zone? The messenger app is frozen. Please load the app. Oh. Well, wait, the messenger app like Facebook Messenger? Like, did you send this to someone? Could you just ask them to copy it? Like, if you can't see it, can they copy it and send it back? Oh. Oh, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet
oh, you might be able to do that. Oh, yeah. Now it's annoying, but hopefully you're not just screwed.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hey guys, look what I can do. Look what I can do.
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing.
What
so
an
much
ass.
in this
He was
room.
one step
Please
ahead of me.
Take your time.
I thought I could make him say it again. But the game was really rude to me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah.
Here's the door, just go.
I like how they make that easier. The more you do it. So like, nobody actually wants to sit through that like 17 times. And they're right. What the hell? Oh, yeah, right. I thought that was something new.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Right,
What
television
horrible secret
screens.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
See, I wish you could reply no to that by just like jumping over the side or something.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Someone's monitor didn't have a number. It was a bunch of text.
Eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Odd.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
Yeah,
time?
that. What is that?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his
Why is
boring
234
job?
a bunch
That
of
his
scribbly
emotions
wibblies?
had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm gonna try and time it. Okay, well,
No.
I didn't time it very
He
well. Oh, maybe I
refused
did.
to believe it. He couldn't accept
Garble
his own
barble.
life in someone else's control.
Wait, am I 234?
Never.
Is
It
that
was
my number?
Unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he
Maybe
truly
that's why it's all
spent his
garbled.
entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as
Okay.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
This time,
Stanley
just for
decided that
Annika.
this machinery would never again. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated,
what happened to this
without proper
console?
DNA
Is this the one that I was supposed to? Ah, damn it.
nuclear detonators are
I'll have
set
to
to
do that
explode,
next time.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Wait.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious
Wait, huh?
moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
Wait,
I
what?
turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it,
Wait.
I simply let you sit there in
What's
your office
happening?
forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
1, 2, 3.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button.
I pressed all the buttons in order.
Every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
What?
That this video game can be beaten?
Yellow, green, blue, red, I guess?
Any idea what your purpose in this place is? But do you really believe there's an answer?
What?
How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
What is happening?
Just you and me in a retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
What?
And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
What is
no
happening?
Ending, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in
Hello?
until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Fuck. Okay, well, clearly I didn't get that one, did I? Fuck, that's like the first actual puzzle the game's thrown at me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know how to do that.
When Stanley came to a
Very
set of
confusing.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What a dick.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I go to the executive bathroom? Oh! To be rich. Is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Extreme Bathrooms magazine. Can I just... Can this be like the broom closet? Can I poop? Poopin', poopin'. Poop. None of this is working. Fine, whatever. Is it raining out? Oh, shit. Oh, this is something. I haven't been in here. Indoors monthly. Wow, we are going up a lot of floors. Nice emote, Darksteel. Gameplay is crushing it. Are we? Oh. Okay, so that was just a complete... That didn't go anywhere at all. Cool. Okay.
Here's the door. Just go.
Thank you, sir. Oh, but this elevator works, huh?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Is there a way to get out of the mind control facility
the lights rose on an enormous
when
room
he
packed with
activates
television
the
screens?
thingy?
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
He had it was really into that elevator ride.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
Fired?
true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
The vibes were pretty good. You're right, I won't shame you. Wait!
Eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Shit, were there colors here? Oh. Well, maybe this time I'll just shut it off. Then I don't have to do anything difficult.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Annika?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Why are those placed like that?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life...
Oh, maybe I could study the room beforehand.
...to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I feel like there's an answer here, right? Right, guys? Gotta be an answer in here. Oh, here's a big red button. Bonk, bonk. Should I give it another go? Should I give the explodey boy another go?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Listen, Wu, you might have a point, but I'm pretty stubborn, okay?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Uh-oh!
Until detonation then, let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Good night.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing.
What if we just follow the wire?
inside,
I tried to
or
do
I
that,
let it burn
C7.
to
It.
crisp. I have to say this.
Wait,
though.
is this
version
this
of
it?
events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you.
I don't think that's the wire.
I almost hate to see it go.
Also, I don't understand.
I'm sure whatever I come
What do you
up
mean
with on the
incorrect?
next go around will be even better. My goodness.
How is that
only
incorrect?
34 seconds
What?
left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can
What?
be beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose
don't.
in this place is? But do you really believe there's an answer?
Why?
How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me in the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and
but
over
green,
for all
though.
of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Oh, I guess.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life?
I
or will you let it go
don't
peacefully?
get it.
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Okay. Okay, I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but I have an idea.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Woo! Ah, fuck, I ran into a wall chastising Woo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here.
God, I wish I could teleport.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
No, we don't need a load screen here. Okay, apparently we need a load screen there. Okay, I got this. I got it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Television screens, cool. Yep.
Did he have the strength?
I wish he would fast forward this part where I gotta go to 3 separate things and dwongle the doodles.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Yeah.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh, that doesn't work. I was curious, given that it had its roots in a Source game, if the console would actually come up.
Mind control facility.
But it doesn't seem to. Yeah, does not seem to.
Horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy?
That's unfortunate. I wanted to turn on no clip.
Had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
You need an enable console. Oh, so I'd have to shut down the game.
He refused to believe it.
I'll wait.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad.
Here's my stupid plan. Are you guys ready?
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand,
Loading mind control
only so
system.
much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's
What if
desire.
I just...
Oh, this is much better
Oh,
than
fuck, I can't hit off!
What a shame we have
that's so
little time
stupid!
left to enjoy it. Mere moments until
That's
the
not
bond goes
fair!
up. But what precious
I just
moments
wasted...
each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Well,
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version
didn't work either. I don't understand what this is trying to tell me.
Of everything and take back the control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it.
It's like, yo, hit yellow. So then I hit yellow, and it's like, nah.
On the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Hit all the yellow? Oh, God, I don't know.
What's the matter, Stanley?
Apparently not.
Did you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I guess that...
Look at you.
This is gone now.
Button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer?
I'm just gonna count down.
How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution?
Yeah, see, this makes me think there is none.
I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
Fucking
Just
guy.
You and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
That's not how.
And Stanley died again. Take a look at the clock.
I don't.
That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe
Okay. Where is... launch options? I think it's just console, right? How about... okay. And back in we go. Okay. I don't know what commands this game allows for. Oh.
Stanley, this is me being serious. In fact, this is my serious room. It's where I come to be serious. That table is the most serious table I could find. I looked at many, many tables, hundreds of tables. It's possible I looked at over 1,000 tables. I honestly don't know.
What did it say when I entered in that command? Why? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Dropped Shay from server. Server shutting down. Okay.
the specific number isn't as important as the understanding that of all tables I looked at, this one is the most serious. I relate this story to impress upon you the extent to which this is the most serious room I have, which is why I brought you here. You just tried to activate server cheats, which of course runs the risk of breaking the entire game. You've got no respect for the strict order of scripted narrative events, and I just can't have that. It's time to get serious, Stanley. No jokes, no games. Outside of this room, I might be more tolerant of those things, but now we're in the room. Which is why I'm subjecting you to the most serious punishment I can think of. 100 billion trillion years standing here in the serious room. Perhaps after that, we can talk about the severity of your actions and whether you've learned anything. But until then, serious room, go.
Okay.
Whoa, did we not have the talk? Are we not in the serious room this very moment? Did I not tell you how many tables I looked through? I'm going to be conservative.
I tried it
was
again.
Somewhere in the tens of thousands of tables. Any reasonable person would say I spent an absurd amount of time doing nothing but looking at tables, and I genuinely considered each one too. I took a hell of a lot of notes. I kept the notes in a different room. That room is less serious than this one. It's more of a notes room.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Again, the point of this story is to convey how serious I feel this cheating issue is. And I'm sure you'll agree with me once you've fulfilled your new punishment. Infinity years in the serious room.
Infinity years, you say?
I generally have trouble reading human emotions, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you're devastated by this crippling new punishment. As well you should be. It's the most serious I could think of. Can you get more serious than that? No, you can't. Don't try.
The whole playthrough has been the narrator saying, fuck around and find out and say, Shang, okay. Yeah, can I no-clip now? Oh, I can't. All right, I'm just going to do it again.
Still no effect. The problem is clearly the serious room. It isn't serious enough. That's on me, Stanley. I apologize.
Hey, no problem. We all make mistakes, narrator.
Tables. Hopefully I find one that conveys how wrong what you're doing is. Now, where did I put those notes?
Oh, is that... Oh, it... That might be the end. Never seen this before. You're not a cheater. That's why. Well, you just aren't thinking outside the box. Face punch? Why? That's not working. Well, did this get me out of the room? It did. Look at that.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Oh boy, I don't know where those computers are at because I haven't been going the right way. Oh, maybe if I continue. Hold on. Wait, shouldn't there have been another one? I remember getting 2 before the secretary.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, there it is. Oh, and a flashlight? I don't know if the game actually accounts for anything other than the SV cheats thing. I mean... Impulse 100 didn't do anything.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Maybe.
Either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Hey, the
Stanley
broom
decided
closet's
to go
open
up to his
again.
boss's. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Because
So
I
he
restarted
turned
the game.
around and got back on. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I could have heard it, but I'll look at the VOD. Oh, why is this one? Oh. How come this is off? It wasn't off before. I don't understand under what conditions. I don't understand under on which conditions that works.
Stepping into his manager's office,
No!
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
I
an
restarted.
indication of
God
any
damn it.
human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he
damn
could
it.
not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that is, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few
we're boogieing
moments
down
with some
again,
calming
folks.
New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
okay, that was it.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Why did the windows go? Woo?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Did you not
It was a stirring of emotion
hear it the
in his
first time?
chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Woo, missed it. Okay, gotcha.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
See, I don't want to do that, though.
The light
Because I wanted to get the consoles.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
How does one...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Let's
entered the
see.
door on his left.
if we can force that to...
Yet there was not
Go.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided,
yes.
God damn it! God damn it!
Again, I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to
Fucking
his
ass.
boss's office.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Where's the next one? I gotta find the next one.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Nyum. I'm staring for the same place. Ah, Wimbley, that wasn't a real question. I'm sorry. I should be more
Stanley
clear.
walked straight
I
ahead
didn't
through the
actually want to
large
know.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wah wah. Well, now I know where those are.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, usually, just for anyone watching, usually when I I'll turn back into insulting Shay then. Great. From helpful to insulting. No, but for anyone else, usually when I'm asking a real question, when I'm stumbling through a game, I will say that. I preface the question by saying, this is a real question. How do I blub blub blah blub bloob?
One of them, eternally monitored in this place.
I should put that in the thing where it says, I asked chat directly, but that's kind of vague. I should put a thing that says, oh, what happened there?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
The code word is quest egg. If I say quest egg, you know it's a real question.
With his boring job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it.
How did I spoil myself? Oh, you mean the spoily room? Well,
no. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Pirate? What the fuck?
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
But here was the proof.
Controls labeled with emotions.
Okay, this time I'll do something different.
Or sad or content. Walking, eating.
Because I think Annika had enough of me stumbling through the on thing like 5 times.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
God, I wish Darksteel.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how
That's some
many
nice lighting.
puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries?
This feels like the vanilla ending.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Wow!
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.